favor, opposed, unanimous. The approval of November 17th minutes,
I'll move.
motion.
Second.
Rick, we just have one change on that, right?
Yeah, no, the minutes are correct as written now.
Okay.
Yes.
All in favor, opposed, unanimous. Invitation to speak. Mr. Itinerarily would like to address the board for a second. Hold on, Jamie. Go ahead, Steve. No, sit down, relax.
Stay right there, that mic will pick you up.
This isn't Congress, you know.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you, gentlemen. I just want to come in. I was concerned this morning, I read in the Milford Daily News, the headlines. I know my license is getting ready to be renewed, and I see me and another car dealer in town are in trouble for site plan problems or something that I wasn't aware of until I read the paper. About a year ago, I did have some stuff. I had some little farm tractors and some attachments out front on my bark mulch for sale. Just trying to sell them, make an extra couple bucks, but I was in violation, and I was notified a year ago, and I moved the stuff right away. And then when I read about it in the paper this morning, I called the building department up, and Laurie came up within the hour to ask, because I never got any letter or anything until reading it in the paper that my license was in jeopardy. And she mentioned that she was handed she went and checked next door and the planning to just see what was going on. And she came up, and I had a snow plow that was on the bark mulch. I took it off the truck so a guy to have it checked at his garage. And the plow was on the mulch, but on the far end of my parking lot, I had some vehicles that were too far on the mulch. And she just advised me to back them up so that everything's in line with the pole and nothing's on the mulch. And then I had to move, she wanted me to move the two cars off the end of the driveway. And then I did that. She said she would make a memo to you folks tonight that I was in compliance. But I was just concerned that I just read about it in the paper, and I didn't get a notice. I got a notice last year, but I didn't know if I didn't know I want to get spanked again this year.
No, sorry about that. Rick, on that?
Yeah, we took care of that. It will not happen again, and he is in compliance.
Yeah, she made an inspection, she said okay, and she said she'd check on it, and said somebody drives by a couple times a day anyways, it just keeps, I don't know if that's why I said I thought I was getting,
Yeah.
whatever, but I just try to keep it. If there's a problem, I'd be happy to address it. So I've been in business 30 years, and I'm trying hard to keep going, and,
Right, absolutely.
and I had the stuff out front, and that's it.
Yeah, and if we made a mistake, we're sorry for that.
Oh, no, that's not a mistake. I made a mistake of leaving it out there, because I got spanked last year for putting it out there, but the plow was out too front, so I moved everything back, and I lined it up. I was just gonna put like a little line, like a little ribbon or a little border right along the thing, so if somebody test drives the car, they don't put it back too far, and I don't catch it. And that's it.
Is the plane still on the roof?
Plane's still on the roof. It's a
Well,
birdhouse,
that's
it's a
not
birdhouse.
violation.
All the birds live there now, but it's good for the car wash, because they gotta keep washing the cars all the time. But that's all, that's my only concern, and I just wanna make sure my license is getting reapproved.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, thanks for hearing me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jamie Wheelock.
Hi, Dino.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, I was here back in September 22nd, and speaking about in defense of the tavern that had the loud rock and roll event, the tradesman. And then I stuck around for a few minutes, and the building inspector was speaking about the nuisance ordinance. And I was very surprised to hear him speak about 195 West Street, and he said that the owner is taking care of the problem. That was back in September. As far as a guy like me can tell, not a single thing has changed at that property. Building and renovation has commenced on the inside, and some landscape work has been done in the back, but I don't think that's even what put the property on the nuisance list to begin with. When you drive by that place, it is essentially unchanged.
When you had
And-
come in that night, I did speak to the building commissioner that week and related the comments, so.
It didn't have a lick of good. Mostly, I'm here to speak in my opposition to the nuisance ordinance
Okay,
and what is clearly the inequitable application of the nuisance ordinance. Mr. Murray spoke at length on the 22nd about sending all sorts of people legal letters who had defaulted on their mortgage, and he was trying to imply that we could the town could get some recourse and threaten them with damaging their credit history. And I'm thinking to myself, these guys have already defaulted on their mortgage. Their credit history is pretty well shot, so that seemed kind of silly to me.
Well, I think what we were talking about was to try to locate a responsible party to clean up a piece of property. That was West Street property, wasn't it? I think that that was the West Street property, which was in disrepair. And the building inspector was having difficulty locating or contacting any parties of responsibility. So what I was suggesting is to follow the trail with the lender, and, there might be someone that, would pay attention to it and step forward and take care of the property. That's what I was talking about.
Right, and you specifically did reference sending some letters to the not current residents who have left town, and we don't need to get into specifics that much about it. Mostly,
Property has
building-
gotten cleaned up, too.
right, the nuisance ordinance, you guys have been very effective at making some people do certain things, and other people, not so much. And so appears to be pretty unevenly applied.
Jane, what I would ask is that you make your comments as far as the bylaw. That was something that we talked about, the board discussed it, we brought it to town meeting, the town meeting approved it, so that's where it stands right now. As far as the enforcement of it, I think that for the most part, most residents are very happy because we've been working with the neighborhoods to clean up certain areas. There's also an education process. It's not a case where someone goes in and right away the boom is levied, but we try to work with people, and most people are cooperative, and sometimes people aren't cooperative, and the properties become worse and a hazard and a nuisance to the people who live next door. So then, we work with town council and come up with a plan. But as far as I'm concerned, there was a few properties near my house, there are a few properties in everyone's area, and we've used that to make sure that and a lot of times, it's not the people who live in Milford, it's the people who live out of town, the absentee landlords, and that's where the problems are created. And I just feel that was something that has been very beneficial to the town, and I would think that most people would agree that bylaw should remain.
Yes, I'm speaking more specifically to 195 West Street and the comments that the problem was taken care of, when in fact, not a single thing has changed there.
Well, we can
That's all
ask
I wanted to say.
Jamie, we can ask the administrator to check with the building commissioner again, we can get an updated report.
Great,
Okay?
thanks.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Jamie. Okay, first, anyone else invitation to speak? Okay. We have scheduled appointment. This is Su Ying Wang, application for common victual license. He's represented by Attorney Gia. This is 94 Main Street, asking, like I said, for a common victual license. The department head review seems to be all in order. This is for the Asia Cafe on 94 Main Street. Hours of operation, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 9:30. Friday and Saturday, 10:30 to 10:30 p.m. Sunday, noon to 9:30. And with that, I'll turn it over to Attorney Zia. Attorney Zia, if you want to say anything else regarding this.
All right, very simple. Good evening. Mr. Wang is from Maryland,
Oh.
and he's a friend of Mr. Ling, who used to be the owner of that particular property, 94 Main Street.
Okay.
So about 2 years ago, Mr. Wang purchased that property from Mr. Ling and started this restaurant, the design, the renovation. And fortunately, everything is so far so good, and except that there's a Board of Health inspection. Other than that, everything is in good order. So it's going to be a small sushi restaurant with some Korean type of menu. He just got this menu picked up on the Staples, just a one copy.
Oh, beautiful, sure.
And it has 12 seats, and with a reasonable price, as you can see.
You know, Mrs. Zia, everybody always comes in, they give us menus, but no one ever brings anything in, though.
Food, huh?
You know, so maybe. No, that's nice, very nice menu.
Yeah.
Oh, same thing. Okay. No, very nice. You had mentioned something about the Board of Health, you're working with the Board of Health or something
Yes,
before the
so
meeting?
we submitted everything, including the hazard plan for sushi and application, and we are waiting for him to finish the last touch and before we schedule for an inspection.
Okay. All right, well, good luck, and if you have any questions, you can, the board members will have any questions and comments, but if you have any, after tonight, if you have any questions, talk to the town administrator, and he'll help you out,
Sure.
okay? And going through the process, and
Yeah.
we wish you well.
Thank
Brian?
you.
Yeah, no, I recall when you were here a while ago, I don't
Oh,
remember
a
how
few
long.
years ago, I don't remember.
How long ago? It was a while ago.
Yeah.
And, I've seen the sign,
Yeah.
at the premises, so
Yeah.
been looking forward to this, and it looks as though you're going to have a very nice operation, so I wish you all the best for success.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
I have no questions, Mr. Chairman, just wish them luck as well.
Okay, motion by
I'll
Brian,
move.
second
Second.
by Bill. Any
Mr.
discussion?
Chairman, it should
Yes.
not be subject to Board of Health approval?
Yes,
Yes, of course, yeah.
just make sure, Rick,
Yep.
make sure that the communication continues, okay? Anything else? All in favor? Opposed? Good luck.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Good luck, sir. Okay, 7:05. This is Brunelli's Restaurant Pizzeria. Application for transfer of common victual license to Adriana Alvarenga. Adriana's Restaurant, 55 Water Street. This is, like I said, transfer of license. Everything seems to be in order. Okay, there's something with the Board of Health, Rick. The applicant has to submit a new application?
Correct on that, yes.
Okay. Brian?
Is anyone here on behalf of
Unfortunately,
this?
I don't see anyone here. She was notified.
Okay.
I'd probably recommend we
Yeah.
table it or
Okay,
take no
later on,
action.
Okay, we can
Um,
table that till later on. All right, 7:10, so we'll table that. Next is EMZ Mart, Isabel's Restaurant, automatic amusement license. Carlos Benjamin, I don't know who he is. Oh, I'm sorry, Carlos. Has applied for the license. Everything seems to be in order. Carlos, can I ask you a question? That's a great restaurant, huh?
I'm Adelino, I'm his brother.
Oh, okay, the resemblance is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's a great restaurant. People are always there now. In the front, there's a little bit of a ramp
On,
to go into the restaurant. Is there any way, I don't know, is there any way maybe doing something so maybe a wheelchair can get in or something? The ramp,
The ramp is?
yeah,
We can try to see what we can do.
if you can,
As, when we open.
Yeah.
We had to build that for a wheelchair.
Oh, okay, so the wheelchair people come in?
Yes, it is.
That's all right, so it's good enough?
It's got
All right.
a handicap access.
All right, because I looked at it one time just driving by and it
No,
said that-
no,
so it's okay.
on the,
Yeah,
the
you
door
only need one
towards-
entrance. You
yeah,
only need-
toward, the door towards the street,
The street, yeah.
there's a handicap access.
Okay, all right. Thank you for the clarification. So everything seems to be in order, and,
They're simply looking for a foosball table.
yeah,
So I'd make a motion to approve.
yeah, motion by Bill,
I'll
second by
second.
Brian. And on the foosball table, any discussion? If not, all in favor, opposed, unanimous. Okay, you're all set.
All right, thank you.
All right. Good luck.
mate. Thanks.
All right, so we're just waiting for that one, huh? All right, at this time, that concludes the scheduled appointments. At this time, we'll go to administrator's report. Rick?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The only item I have on the administrator's report tonight is I provided the board a memo, a job description, and an organizational chart to establish or to designate the position of interim finance director. I also included in the memo a recommendation to designate current town accountant Zachary Taylor as the interim finance director. As the board may recall, this was recommended in the town auditor's report, management letter of last year. As I explained in my memo, I strongly believe having one person leading this department will result in a more efficient financial operation for the town. As we know, we now have a budget exceeding $90 million, approaching $100 million. I believe we need to centralize and coordinate our financial policy and practice. At present, the way this is structured in the interim, there will be no monetary increase in salary or other financial benefits. However, we will now begin to develop a more formal municipal finance department. Town council and myself are beginning to explore special legislation to have a formal municipal finance department. Finally, I believe Mr. Taylor is the right person to lead this department at this time. I believe we all can agree he's been invaluable to the town in the budget process, the town meeting process, and his analysis of the impact of the Woodland School project impact on the town of Milford. If the board has any questions, I'd be happy to try to address them. My recommendation would be to vote to establish the position of an interim finance director, and a second vote to designate Zachary A. Taylor, current town accountant, to handle those duties of the interim finance director.
Okay, and I know you've worked very closely with town council on this?
Yes, Jerry has been involved to make sure legally this is what we can do at this time. And then he is going to take the ball with handling, looking into special legislation to establish a more formal department.
Okay, let's go to the board for comments. Brian?
Yeah, no, I thought your memo was well thought out. I like the proposed structure. The job description certainly makes sense, I think is clear in terms of what the functions would be. And upon getting this, I looked back at the management letter and saw that it was one of the recommendations from the auditing firm, and also read Zach's response to that, dated June 13th, 2014. So, you know, it seems as though all parties are on board with this, and, you know, I think at this point, sounds like a good first step to take to see if, in fact, this is the direction that the town wants to go.
Okay, Bill?
Yeah, I thought the rationale for providing the justification was well thought through. Its reference to the third-party audit. As everyone knows, we're a $100 million business now, so certainly having a director of finance makes sense. And I just want to be clear, maybe a little bit more with regard to the things that would change. So currently, we have several silos of finance right now, in lack of a better term.
Sure.
So we have collection, we have the accountant, we have the treasurer, and now I just want to be clear, directly reporting to the finance director in your proposal would be the treasurer's office is probably the most significant aspect of that.
That is correct.
Okay, so, you know, I don't know that I saw that as clear in the verbiage, and maybe you could point me to where I might be missing it. Who's the reporting responsibilities, because I'd like to make that crystal clear.
Sure. Basically, included in my memo, the finance director would have a defined influence over coordination of the treasurer duties and responsibilities. The development of short-term and long-term strategic planning would be vital, but what the finance director would do was serve in the third paragraph, fourth paragraph there, more in a guidance, review, and approval role. So the town treasurer is still going to be primary for bonding, investment, health insurance, and those types, but final say obviously would go to the finance director. The treasurer would still have jurisdiction over her assistant treasurer, for example, and the other two women in that department. There still would be, with the key component here, we still have segregation of duties. We still want to make sure that we have safeguard against fraud, against theft. Also, the town accountant wouldn't be handling any cash or anything of that nature. So we still want to, that was my main concern here in trying to
Understood.
implement this, that we still have the necessary segregation of duties, and town council and I kind of explored that aspect of it.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm in favor of it. It certainly, I just want to make sure that when I look at the organizational chart, that I understand when the finance director calls a staff meeting, for example.
Yep.
And the people that are responsible for showing up and being a part of that are the people that directly report to the finance director. That finance director has hiring and firing and typical what would be management responsibilities over those departments.
Correct.
And so that would be the treasurer department in addition to the assistant town accountant and the number of clerks.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think there's a couple of things. I think we could make that clear, more clear, who directly reports to it as we're updating the job description in the next revision.
Yep.
And I also think there's probably, at least within the treasurer's job description, a modification that would need to be made, because I'm guessing that when we hired the treasurer, there was a different reporting structure, and this is essentially a reorganization. This is not unlike what you see happen in business very frequently, or in for the private sector, you have reorganizations, people report to different people, but we ought to make sure that their job description reflects that.
Absolutely.
And so there's probably an addition there, but I just want to tell you, I'm in favor of it, and I want to speak in favor of the work that Zach has been doing. I think he's been doing a great job, as we've had people in and out, either in sickness or just with gaps in employment during past changes that, Zach has always stepped up and made sure there was coordination and dialogue happening between offices so that, we stayed legal in our responsibility. We were making sure that we were doing all the right things from a finance perspective. He's done a great job, so I want to say that. And, I'd be in favor of this, Mr. Chairman, as well.
Yeah, no question. I agree with both of you. There's no question, $100 million for a small business, mid-sized business. Besides the recent auditor recommending this position, 10 years ago, Mr. Scanlon Senior even had said that, the town going forward, this is something that he would recommend in the future. And I just think it tightens up everything. It's on an interim basis, doesn't cost anything. We can tweak it as it goes forward. I think we have the perfect individual, like you've said, in Zach. And hopefully, in the future, at some point, if this works out, we could have an HR function where someone necessarily wouldn't have to cost a lot of money, maybe somebody that we have on board who's really expertise and good with personnel and working with people doing HR. But I just think that we, for both of you and future boards, the town has made a lot of significant, prudent decisions, and I think this is, another one going forward. And I'm sure it'll work out well. So,
Mr. Chairman, with that, I'd make a motion that, consistent with the recommendation of the town administrator, we create the position of interim finance director and appoint Zachary A. Taylor to that position.
motion by Bill, seconded by Brian.
Yeah, I'll second it, and I just wanted to raise one question that Bill alluded to, because you talked about hiring and firing, but as I'm looking at this, his role, or the director's role, in terms of hiring or firing would be recommending, correct? I mean, this is, the goal isn't to give this person eventually the...
Well, he would
power.
recommend, and obviously it would work up to the town administrator
Okay, all right,
and/or the selectmen.
All right, I just wanted to be clear, because I think the discussion was around this person having the ability to hire and fire, but as I look at
Not
this-
unilaterally.
As I look at the supervisory responsibility, it said in the last line, assists or oversees the personnel function, including recommending, hiring, disciplining, and training of employees. So is that the intent? What's the intent? of
And
this?
recommending to whom? That's why I was trying to clarify, Ryan, for
Okay.
that
He
reason.
would recommend to the town administrator, and then obviously,
To whatever authority. it is.
I want to give people
Okay.
both responsibility and authority.
right.
So I want to make sure they have the appropriate authority commensurate with the responsibilities. So,
Well, you know what the board's saying, Rick, so let's make sure you
Yeah.
incorporate that.
Yep.
And as far as a timetable, how is this gonna play out?
Right now, town council will work on special legislation, much as we did with the town treasurer position, for example. And then the decision would be made as to discuss how we would want to set up the municipal finance department. For example, do we include the tax collector? Do we include the assessor? If so, then there might be some changes needed to be made there, because obviously the tax collector is an elected position. So we need to explore what would be the best form for the department, and that would be the next step.
Okay. So maybe by January, you can update the board?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right, we have a motion, right? Motion?
Yep.
Seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Unanimous. Rick, anything else under your,
No, that was it, Mr. Chairman.
okay, Brian, any questions for
No.
Rick?
No.
Bill? Any questions, Rick? Okay, old business, Rick, executive session minutes?
Yes, I've reviewed and recommended for release the executive session minutes listed in my memorandum to you. Also listed those that we feel should remain protected at this time. Should you vote to recommend the release, then we would release them at the next meeting.
Okay.
Town council has been involved in the process.
The heater boiler projects?
Yes, before the board are,
You need a motion on the
Next
executive?
meeting.
On the executive session? you-
if the board is ready to move to
yeah.
recommend the release, that would be fine.
Yeah.
If the
Ready
board is
to.
not, then I will push it,
I would move
then I would
to,
ask for a motion.
Yeah, I would move to release the executive session minutes as itemized in your memorandum and retain the ones as stated.
I would second that.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Yeah, okay. Okay, Rick, next the heater and all that?
Yes, as the board remembers, two projects were approved at town meeting. One is to install 12 new heating units. They're the McQuay wall heating units. The second project is to upgrade and renovate and make improvements in the boiler room. Before the board are two contracts from E&E Systems. One is again for the heating units at $84,310. And then the second is for the boiler improvements at $38,710. This came in at approximately $14,000 less than the appropriation made at town meeting. In addition, this does not include rebates that we will get because these are energy-efficient projects under the PEX program, Project Expediting Program. So there will be additional savings here. So I would ask the board to vote to award two separate contracts to E&E Systems, one for the heaters and one for the upgrade of the boiler unit.
Motion?
I'll be glad to move.
Motion by Brian, second.
I'd be happy to second.
Second, any discussion? If not, all in favor? Opposed? Unanimous.
Nice job, Rick, getting that turned around quickly.
Thank you.
Hello,
I think this is C2, this is,
are you Miss Burnell? Oh, we denied it, I'm sorry.
No.
No, just, we'll get back to you in a second,
Jeez.
okay? You were late.
You're a horrible person.
jeez.
We'll get back to you, ma'am, okay? In a second. Okay, Rick, as far as the timetable on that, how long will it take to fix the boilers and all that stuff?
Boys, we should be able to getting those projects in the next couple of weeks started. They've already come in. The subs are all lined up. Because of this particular program, it is expedited. So I'm hoping before the real winter season gets upon us, that we can get those projects completed.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, which is just sit in the front. Okay, we'll take off the table Brunelli's Restaurant Pizzeria. This is 55 Water Street. Let me see, common victual license, and ma'am, your name?
My name is Adriane
Okay. Alvarenga? is that-
Alvarenga.
Okay, nice name, I like that.
Thank you.
All right, we're just looking at all the information. Are you working with the Board of Health?
Yes.
Okay. You're still working with them as far as information and
Yes,
all
I
that?
send all information to the Borough Health this
Okay.
last weekend. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so you look, okay, so let me see. Benelli Pizzeria, okay. All right, just tell us a little bit, you know, if you're gonna maintain the same type of
Yeah,
restaurant?
I pretend to continue with the same food, and we're gonna cook just Italian and American food too. Before it's just Brazilian food. Now we're gonna cook Italian and American food. And the time it's the same, 6 in the morning to 11 p.m.
Okay. Have you been, do you have experience, you've done this before?
Yes, with a
Right there?
cook,
Okay.
yes. I cook for about 14
Okay.
years.
Now, ma'am, is this the restaurant on the left or the right going up?
On the left.
On the left, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Brian, any questions?
No, it's, just trying to think, the right or the left way.
It's on the
Yeah.
right going
I was gonna
up,
say.
No,
up
if-
Water Street,
Going
going
up
on
the
the
street.
left
Oh,
coming
sorry,
down.
it's all right.
Okay, I got a
Oh, you're
little.
right, okay.
Yes, all right, yeah.
All right.
Okay, you threw me off there. I was
All right.
trying to figure out my right from my left there. No, I wish you all the best. You know, just get squared away with the Board of Health, whatever requirements they have, and best luck for success.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bill?
No, I think with the information we've been provided from the department heads, with building commissioner not having any issues, town planner, collector, treasurer, no outstanding liens, fire chief and police chief not having any concerns, and only the applicant having to work with the Board of Health, I'd be happy to, make a motion to approve this pending application and approval by the Board of Health.
Okay, motion by Bill,
I'll
seconded by
second it.
Brian. Any discussion? And good luck. Hope you stay there for a long time.
I hope to.
All right?
Thank you
And that's
very much.
unanimous. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
So I'm all set?
You're all
Yeah.
set.
If you have any
Need to work with the
questions-
Board of Health.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can contact Rick, Selectman's office, okay?
Any paper from here today or?
No, you're all set. All right? All right. Brian, anything on the old business?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Bill?
No, nothing, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, new business.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
They told me I need some paper from here to open the account.
If you come to my office tomorrow, we'll have that ready for you. Okay? Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, we have the license renewals. Brian, why don't we go from you all the way to Class 3? How's that? And then we'll break it up.
Okay, so you want to
Okay,
do,
yeah.
Okay, I move to renew the following license under automatic amusement, Italian-American Veterans, 4 Hayward Field, Milford Hotel Group LLC, 11 Beaver Street, Papagino's, 42 Cape Road, Galway Milford, 68 Water Street, Club Portuguese, 119 Prospect Heights, Peperoncini's, 201 East Main Street, Powerless Inc., 284 West Street, Royal Buddha, 121 Depot Street, Fun Zone of Milford LLC, 110 South Main Street, and Scioli Corporation, 146 South Main Street. You want me to keep reading, or what do you want?
Motion by Brian, Bill, second?
Second.
Okay, and that's unanimous. Go ahead, Brian.
Move to approve the following auctioneer license. Number 1, Friends Auction, 4 Congress Street, and number 2, Watson Auctions, 4 Congress Street.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Go ahead, Brian.
Motion to approve the following license renewals for boarding. Ann Mahaney, 40 Jefferson Street, Milford Development Realty Trust, 38 Spring Street, Russet Rentals LLC, Robert Ruggiero, 22 Congress Street, Russet Rentals LLC, Robert Ruggiero, 51-53 Exchange Street.
Moved and seconded, and that's unanimous.
Move to approve the following license renewals for Class 1 for 2015. Danvers 2, 3 Inc., 300 Fortune Boulevard. Birchlers Automotive, 35, we might have a little typo on that address.
Street, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We know it's a street.
Purchase Street, I believe.
35
Birch Street.
35 Birch Street, okay. Milford Nissan Corporation, 320 East Main Street. Southworth Milton Inc., located at 100 Quarry Drive, 179 Fortune Boulevard, 330 East Main Street. And Imperial Municipal Partners, 154 East Main Street.
Second.
Motion, second, that's unanimous.
Motion to approve the following Class 2 license renewals for 2015. 16 and 85 Automotive Service LLC, 2-4 Cedar Street. Milford Goodyear Getty, 232 West Street. AP Enterprises, Inc., Tony's Auto Service, 60 West Street. Accurate Auto Care LLC, 193 East Main Street. Stephen Antinarelli, DBA Plains Automotive, 293 West Street. Barati Automotive, Inc., 233 East Main Street. Michael Bonnell, DBA Bob's Motor Workshop, 49 East Main Street. Bradley J. K., DBA Arts Auto Service, 93 Cedar Street. Campos Auto Detailing and Accessories, 3 Beach Street. Antonio Corporation, DBA Dan's Auto Body, 457 East Main Street. Dunbar's Inc., 70 Haven Street. Jose Concalves, DBA Jack's Auto Sales, 59 East Main Street. Fafama Auto Sales, Inc., 13 Cape Road. Mark's Auto Sales, LLC, 51 East Main Street. Mark Rizzoli Auto Village, 227 East Main Street. Nixon Aguiar, DBA Central Street Auto Repair, 63 Central Street. Hirot Abaramia, DBA Milford Auto Mall, 187 West Street. Mainline Garage, 170 East Main Street. DLNR, 61 Main Street. Milford Collision, 36 Main Street. Gira Enterprises, Inc., DBA Milford Getty, 80 Prospect Street. Abraham Hana Risha, DBA Mobico Auto Service, 234 West Street. Nero Auto Body and Used Car Sales, 196 West Street. Old Time Auto Sales, 294 West Street. Sprint Lube and Repair LLC, 81 Prospect Street. Star Car Rental, Inc., 206 East Main Street. Santos Garage, Inc., Luis Santos, 12 South Free Street. South Free Auto Body, Inc., 14 South Free Street. Hillview Equipment and Leasing, 11 Commercial Way. Danvers T3, Inc., 300 Fortune Boulevard.
Motion by Brian, seconded by Bill. All in favor, unanimous? And just one more, how's that?
That's fine.
Class 3.
Class 3, move to approve the following Class 3 license for 2015 Bradley J.K., DBA Arts Auto Service, 93 Cedar Street.
Move and second, and that's unanimous.
And Mr. Chairman, if I could just ask that I have an abstention under the Class 2 license number 11, please.
So I'll hold that out.
Okay.
Class
Okay.
2, I'm sorry, Class 2, okay.
Yeah, I just need to abstain
Okay.
on that.
Okay,
Bill,
so
can you do-
abstention there.
Yeah.
You do common victular, a common victular all alcoholic, and that's all, those two,
All right. I move to approve Carnivore All-American Barbecue, 134 South Main Street. Henny Naruse, doing business as Bill's Pizza, 126 Main Street. Burger King Corporation, 22 Beaver Street. Chung Inc., 93 Water Street. D&T Donut Shop, 118 Prospect Street. D&T Donut Shop, 140 South Main Street. Delops Inc., 195 East Main Street. Delops Inc., 138 Main Street. Dunkin' Donuts, 350 East Main Street. Dunkin' Donuts, 31 Main Street. Dunkin' Donuts, 146 South Main Street. Dunkin' Donuts, 35 Medway Road. Sodexo Operations LLC at EMCU, 31 Maple Street. Five Olson's Milford Plains LLC, doing business as Five Guys, 9 Medway Road. Friendly's at 17 Medway Road. Garden Pizza at 92 Prospect Street. Garden Restaurant at 156 West Street. JR's Diner, 206 East Main Street. Kentucky Fried Chicken, 15 Medway Road. Sodexo at Milford Whitensville Regional Hospital, 14 Prospect Street. Great Taste Restaurant, 201 Main Street. Wing Hao Inc., at doing business as Hunan Gourmet, 130 Main Street. Eldridge Kitchen Catering Corporation, 178 East Main Street. La Maca Inc., doing business as Ray and Dick's on 20 Exchange Street. McDonald's, 139 South Main Street. McDonald's, 143 Medway Road. Perilous Inc., Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 190 West Street. Milford Pizza Palace, 8 Beach Street. Padaria Brazil Bakery, 173 Main Street. Panera LLC, doing business as Panera Bread, 91 Medway Road. Papagino's, 42 Cape Road. Papagino's, 91 Medway Road. Pizza 85, 130 Cedar Street. Pizza Chef, 179-181 Main Street. Rose's Villa, 189 West Street, Units 1 and 2. Sodexo USA at Waters Corporation, 34 Maple Street. Sodexo at Waters, 5 Technology Drive. SDM Corporation, doing business as Sabor Dominis at 122 East Main Street. Sabor Latino, 126 Main Street. Subway, number 47555, 94 Prospect Street. MPHH Inc., doing business as Subway, 9F Medway Road. CTG Enterprises Inc., Sal's, 206 East Main Street. Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, 128 Cedar Street. Adriana's Restaurant, 55 Water Street. And Yum Yum Fryo, 196 East Main Street.
Okay, move and seconded, that's unanimous. Go ahead.
Common Vitcher All Alcoholic, 99 Restaurant, 196B East Main Street. Din Din Restaurant at Peppercini's, or doing business as Peppercini's, 201 East Main Street. Powerless Inc., 284 West Street. Applebee's New England, 91 Medway Road. Briarwood Restaurants LLC, 55 Medway Road. Central Tavern, 31 Central Street. Galway Milford Inc., doing business as TD's Pub, 68 Water Street. Club Portuguese, ENR, 119 Prospect Heights. James Todd Crivello, 45 Depot Street. Scioli Corporation, 146 South Main Street. El Taco Inc., 231 East Main Street. Capital BC Restaurant LLC, Bugaboo, 124 Medway Road. Lindquist Hotel Corporation, 11 Beaver Street. Fun Zone Milford LLC, doing business as Pins, 110 South Main Street. The Crystal Room, 49 Central Street. Prezzo's Bar and Grill Inc., 229 and a half East Main Street. TGI Fridays Inc., 240 Fortune Boulevard. Mario Tapuzzi and Vasil, is anybody going to help with that pronunciation?
Vasil Izdildaki.
Izdildaki.
You were doing okay until that one.
220 Main Street, that was a challenge. Lucky 9, 119 East Main Street. Courtyard Management Corporation, 10 Fortune Boulevard. Milford Mandarin Restaurant Inc., 196 East Main Street. Natalia Marks, doing business as Nellie's, 113 Central Street. Richard's Food and Drink, 67 Medway Road. Royal Buddha Inc., 121 Depot Street. Turtle Tavern Inc., 72 Main Street. Two Metals LLC, doing business as 89 Main, on 89 Main Street. Gene SC2, 350 Main Street. Cafe Sorrento Inc., 143 Central Street. Top of the Court Incorporated, 189 Main Street. Sky Buffet, 324 East Main Street. Truffles Grill and Wine Bar, 198 East Main Street. Marcagiano Club, 60 Mead Street. Hoboken Citizens Club Inc., 252 Central Street. And Italian Veterans, World War Vets of U.S. Inc., 4 Hayward Street.
Okay, moved and seconded, that's unanimous. Okay, now you guys did a good job, now it's my turn. Common Victular Wine and Malt Restaurant, EMZ Mart LLC, Isabella's, 35 and a half Main Street. Chim Thai Incorporated, 196 East Main Street. Tavachi Ventuccia, doing business as Thai Pepper, 178 East Main Street. And Beijing Dumpling, 163 Main Street. Moved, seconded.
I'll
and-
move, yeah.
And that's unanimous. Common Victular Wine and Malt with Cordials, Ivahi Incorporated, doing business as Casa Brazil, 112 Main Street. KH and Company LLC, doing business as Wana Kura, and that's 194 West Street.
I'll move.
Motion,
Second.
moved and seconded, that's unanimous. Entertainment, 99 Restaurant, 196B East Main Street. Briarwood Restaurants LLC, doing business as the Alamo, 55 Medway Road. Cafe Sorrento, 143 Central Street. Central Tavern, 31 Central Street. Club Portuguese, 119 Prospect Street. The Crystal Room Corporation, 49 Cedar Street. Milford Hotel Group LLC, 11 Beaver Street. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill, 201 East Main Street. Powerless Incorporated, 284 West Street. Fun Zone of Milford, doing business as Pins, 110 South Main Street. Royal Buddha Incorporated, 121 Depot Street. Scioli Corporation, 146 South Main Street. Top of the Court Incorporated, 189 Main Street. Turtle Tavern, 72 Main Street. Richard's Food and Drink, 67 Medway Road. Motion by Brian, second
Second.
by Bill. That's unanimous. Fortune Teller License, Miss Mello, 81 East Main Street. Motion by Brian, second by Bill, and that's unanimous. Retail Package All Alcoholic, Guerra Marketing Incorporated, doing business as Mac Package, 96 Prospect Street. CL Burnham Incorporated, doing business as West Street Liquors, 61 West Street. Thomas A. Hickey Incorporated, 396 East Main Street. Johnson LLC, doing business as Countryside Liquors, 170 Central Street. Bapanu Corporation, doing business as Milford Package Store Incorporated, 270 Main Street. Gengest Corporation, Milford Liquors, 9 Medway Road, Unit 5. And Paul Murphy, 134 South Main Street. Motion by Brian, second by Bill, that's unanimous. Retail Package Wine and Malt, John J. LeBlanc, doing business as Jeans, 80 Water Street. Contemporary Concepts Incorporated, 134 Cedar Street. A&A Fuel Incorporated, 140 Medway Road. Trush Kush Corporation, 315 Main Street. Purchase Street Market, 89 Purchase Street. 75 Purchase Street Corporation, 75 Purchase Street. Mu T Tran Cedar Street Market, 100 East Main Street. Adonis Incorporated Quick Mart, 58 South Main Street. James G. Guido, 194 West Street. Jose and Teresa Sequeira, 34A Main Street.
I'll
Motion
move.
by Brian, second
Second.
by Bill. That's unanimous. I'll take these. Establishments, applications for extension of serving hours on New Year's Eve. The Alamo, 55 Medway Road. Cafe Sorrento, 143 Central Street. Central Tavern, 31 Central Street. Club Portuguese, 119 Prospect Heights. The Crystal Room, 49 Cedar Street. Doubletree Hotel, 11 Beaver Street. EMZ Mart LLC, doing business as Isabella's, 35 and a half Main Street. Marcagiano Club, 62 Mead Street. Pins, 110 South Main Street. TGI Fridays, 240 Fortune Boulevard. And Truffles Grill and Wine Bar, 198 East Main Street.
I'll move.
Second.
Motion and second, unanimous. Rick, the next one, we have to do what, on the
Just
class?
the amendments to licenses, there are two of them.
We have an amendment for Class 1 license and Class 2 license. Milford Nissan Corporation for Class 1, and Stephen Itinerelli for Class 2 license. Motion?
Actually,
no.
Mr. Chairman, the amendments, so you can ignore that memorandum and go to the next page.
This one?
No, one more page.
Got the,
Oh, okay.
There's two of them. I gave you an addendum today. There you go.
that's what
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Sabo Latino Restaurant, 126 Main Street, Milford. Change of hours Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fun Zone Milford LLC, doing business as Pins, 110 South Main Street, Milford, Mass. Automatic amusement license. Add 2 pool tables, total of 3. Need a motion?
I'll move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Okay. Rick, Sabor Latino, we're all set on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about the chief's letter? We all set on
We're all
that?
set there too, Mr. Yes.
Okay, I think, oh, we do have, sometimes when establishments are a little bit late in playing, we set up payment plan with the town, with the tax collector. Rick, can you go over anything on this that is important for the board to know about?
Basically, there's still additional time. We will have to determine whether or not we will schedule hearings to discuss whether or not the license should be revoked. However, a number of the institutions on the list are making payments and are current, and we have worked agreements with. A couple we have not, so again, we will make that determination if they do not come forward and make payment, and then they will be listed for hearing as we do every year.
And you've worked very closely with Teresa.
She has done an excellent job, yes, pursuing collection and notifying the establishments, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yep.
the one that concerns me on this list is the last one, Mui Tran. It indicates taxes owed not only for this fiscal year, but actually, I think the previous 2 fiscal years. And I pulled out the sheet that we had last year, was not listed on there for whatever reason. It's a very, very high number, and it doesn't look as though taxes have been paid in 3 years. So,
Yeah, and I think
I'm
that warrants us going back and looking at our license information,
Yeah, no question.
and our approvals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one, I mean, the other ones I know, and, you know, we've seen them before,
Sure.
but, you know, there are some payment plans and that sort of thing, and that's fine. This one here was a new one that popped up. I don't know why it's popped up. I didn't find it on the previous 2 years, and now it's here. at a very, very large number, so I'm not sure what the board would like to do on that, but it certainly is concerning.
Well, Rick, could you meet with
I
Teresa
will-
tomorrow?
I will definitely check. My
With the
memory on
background.
this one is I think they paid fiscal year 13, if I'm not mistaken, last year, but I'll double check
Yeah.
on this one with Teresa, correct?
Maybe for next year, before we do this, you should meet with Teresa, just to make sure that farm is up to date.
Yep.
And everybody has agreed or not agreed to.
Yeah, no, this one is as of November 28th, so
Yeah,
according
okay.
to Teresa.
That's okay with the
She updates
board.
it weekly for me.
Well, at the very least, we should schedule a hearing on that one.
Yeah,
That would be one,
I
I
would.
believe we did last year, and then they made some payment, but I will double check.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like one ought to be scheduled.
yeah.
Yep.
And, Mr. Chairman, just along with this, we had Plains Auto Steve at Tenerelli come in. I'm just hoping that in the future, that we demonstrate a little more communication between planning and the building commissioner's office, so that we don't see the first indication to a business owner is if there's a question of compliance, that be identified through the newspaper. I think we can do better, should do better, and I'm not even sure how this memo got from the planner to us without it going through the building department. Now, I would say this, if we're talking about vehicles not being parked in the right place, I would expect that to go through the building commissioner's office, so that he might work on enforcement, and work on it not as the highest priority the night of a license renewal, but as at a priority commensurate with the amount of work that the building commissioner has. There are lots of things that we can be looking at, but I just hope that we figure out a way to do this from the planning office and Larry Duncan's office specifically, so that the first notification to a business owner who's trying to work with us isn't in the newspaper. I think that was a mistake, and I think it was a tragic mistake. I think we can do better by our businesses. Just an observation,
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Rick, can you work with the building commissioner and all that?
Yes, I
tighten it
will.
up?
Yep, I have spoken.
And
Yep.
maybe have something for the board next meeting?
Yep.
On that, okay? Okay, we have a traffic aid for Pine Island Road. There was a request made, and the police chief and highway surveyor, they recommend a blind drive ahead sign, recommend vehicles entering ahead on right, coupled with a bus stop ahead on the same post. And this is for Pine Island Road, northbound.
I'd move, Mr. Chairman.
Motion, moved
Well,
and
the motion
seconded.
is what, for the vehicles entering ahead on right, right?
Yeah.
The recommendation is not for the blind drive ahead, is that correct?
Instead of a blind drive, okay, I recommend vehicles
Recommend.
entering right,
With
ahead
a
on right.
bus
okay.
stop
Along
ahead.
with the
With
bus
the
Right,
stop
bus
ahead.
stop.
Right, on the same.
Okay.
Okay, I'll second that
Moved
motion.
and seconded, that's unanimous. This is for Congress Terrace. It's become a problem, but it's not a throughway to the high school. This is from Barney Reese. In order to prevent this confusion, I recommend placing a sign at the intersection of Spruce Street and High Street that says not a route to Milford High School, and the highway surveyor and police chief agree with this recommendation.
I'd move.
I'll second it.
Motion moved and seconded. You must see that a lot, huh?
Well, that's,
Yeah.
one of my neighbors brought that to my attention, and
Yeah.
that's why I submitted it there, because
Yeah.
school buses and everything are driving up, trying to get to the high school, and
Yeah.
they reach the dead end, so.
I get it on Iderola and Madden occasionally, but not to the extent I think your area
Probably,
gets
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, this is not Bow Street parking.
We're looking for a sign on both sides, the
Yeah.
corner of Court Street, North Bow Street, for no parking to corner.
Right,
I'd move.
this was written, okay, moved by Bill, second by
I'll second.
Brian. A little confusing the way, okay, that's unanimous.
It's a very narrow
Yeah,
area.
Industrial Development Commission, the appointment of someone, I guess Brad Farron has resigned. He's, did I get it straight, Rick, that he's New Hampshire legislature?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
congratulations to him.
Yep.
To him.
Maine.
Maine?
Maine, I believe,
Maine.
yep.
Ah, Good.
Yeah, he just elected.
Well, congratulations to him. We'll send him a letter of appreciation, and also good luck in his legislative career. So, we
I'd-
have that.
I'd move to approve Matt Shields from Milton Cat to the Industrial Development Corporation, making that replacement.
Okay. Motion by
Seconded.
Bill, Matt Shields. Second by Brian. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Okay, we have Fire Chief looking to get rid of surplus equipment. This is obsolete technology. Motion by Brian, seconded by Bill. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Okay, we have something new. Rick, I think we should write to Laura. I mean, they've been doing this, we approved this a long time ago, Temple Bet Shalom for the menorah lighting. It's part of Draper Park. At the holidays, I don't think they have to write to us every time when
Okay.
they want to do this. So we'll make a motion to approve this, but they do a nice job of putting up the menorah. They take care of it. They have a ceremony. They take it down. So I don't think they have to submit something every year. So motion by Brian, seconded by Bill, and that's unanimous. Okay, we have, the chief has written to Jonathan Gulliver regarding Mass DOT, requesting that that their office authorize the installation of a 30-mile per hour speed limit signs on Silver Hill Road opposite number 18 and 46 in the town of Milford. And hopefully they'll give us the authority to put signs up.
I'll move.
Motions, second by
Second.
Bill. We have a couple of informational pieces of correspondence from Comcast. And I tell you, besides these things, I mean, I'm sure you guys noticed it, but there were a lot of people calling. They were very, very upset when the Fox station was taken off and between all the shows and the football games. So hopefully they'll come to some type of agreement soon. But this is something that, this cable is, it's really tough to put your arms around it, you know?
Well, it's a business, you
Yeah.
know, and all of these different
Yeah.
entities are jockeying for the best price, and
Yeah.
the viewers are collateral damage.
Yeah. Okay, anything else under open? Brian, Bill?
Nothing for me.
Did I
I'm all
miss-
set,
okay.
thank you.
That's the scheduled part of the meeting, correspondence, new business. We might have one item for executive session, town council contract renewal. That's the only thing that we have, and town council should be here. If he's not, then we won't have anything. But he is here? Okay. So motion for
I'll move.
executive session? Motion by Brian, second by Bill. Roll call vote. All
Aye.
in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we will not be coming back into open session. Good night. Thank you.